Well, hey everyone, welcome to video number 11. As you can see, the fall colors are almost at their peak brilliance, and it's a nice time of year. There's not too many days left to go out digging. I thought I'd come and hit a site that I have been over a couple times in the past, and I was just walking into the field and I got that little signal. I don't know if that's it could just be a normal penny, but it looks kind of corroded and green, so maybe it's an Indian head. I hope so. This is an old spot, and I found an old British penny. That's got to be an Indian head. Look at it. Or is it a wheat? What is it? What is that? I can't even tell. Yeah, I don't know offhand. I can't tell you what it is. It's old though. It's got to be. Look at the corrosion on it. It could be an old wheat set, maybe. Oh well, I'm gonna put it in my mouth and I'll get back to you. Okay, so here we are, Father Time and I back out in the field, pushing our asses off. Your nose is dripping, Dad. No big drip hanging on there. So we're just getting ready to leave the old town site. This is the spot I was in back in the spring, and we're getting more frustrated. And we got a really good signal, and that's it. That looks like a big old copper to me. Do you want to pick that up, Dad? There he goes. Father Time. Oh, here, I'll stand up with you. Oh. So what's it look like? It's Bank of Montreal, isn't it? I think that's yeah, it's Bank of Montreal half penny. How does that feel? Sorry?
Feels great.
It does feel great. Now I'm just going to swing around here and then we get the hell out of this field because it's cold. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. Hey folks, it's a new day. I'm back where I was just a moment ago in terms of the video. You can see that hole right there is the one where I dug the Indian head penny with Father Time, and this hole right here is where we dug the Papineau right before we dug the Indian head penny, the fatty Indian head penny. I've come back to the spot and I'm just quite close to the two holes I dug previously. And I've got a repeatable signal here. Where is it? It's, there it is. There it is. And it's like 30, well, it was 38 on the old mine lab here. I'm going to dig it. I got to shut the camera off though in order to do that. I have a feeling it might be another coin. We'll keep our fingers crossed. I'll check in with you in a moment. The ground is really, really rocky here. It's just full of old red brick and just all sorts of crap. Now, whatever it is in that clump right there. I've got a pretty good signal. It's like around 34 though, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a coin or not. But I know it's in here. It's in here. Where is it? Where is it? That is not a coin. That is totally not a coin. What is that? That is a old piece of copper pail or a piece of copper crap. Well, I think this is a lead bale seal. I can't see any markings on it, but it needs to be cleaned up. I'm pretty sure there's nothing on it though. But it looks to me like a bale seal. It's got a little bump there, a little nipple or something. I've never actually found a bale seal before. I see other people find them, but I think this is the first for me, if that's indeed what it is. So that's a good way to start. Anyways, better than that piece of crap I just dug. It's in that pile right there, and it is 46 too. Oh man, maybe it's some silver. Let's try. Let's take a look here. Silver in here somewhere. Oh, I see that. You guys see that? That looks like a Canadian large cent to me. Huh? What is that? That's not a Canadian large cent. That's a Oh, hey, it's holed. Look at that. There's a friggin' hole through it. All right. That is a Bank of Upper Canada halfpenny, and it has a very lovely patina on it, and it's, look at that, it's got a hole in it. That is about a good 3 minutes worth of digging and searching, and a good amount of frustration as well too. And I was just about ready to get up and leave this particular spot, but I finally figured out what the hell this thing is that I'm going after. Can you see her there? It's like a little button, a little triangular button, or not triangular, diamond shaped button. There appears to be a figure or something on it. It's I don't know how old it is. It's back marked. I've never seen a diamond shaped button before, so we'll have to maybe do a little bit of research on that one. It was worth the aggravation though, I must admit. Now I'm having a good day today. I just got it was a deep signal. It was down probably about 6 inches or more, but it was a clear signal. And every once in a while, you'll swing over something and you'll just hear this really intense signal, but it's really short, really quick. And sometimes if you're tired or you're hungry, you're inclined not to dig that signal. I just got one of those signals, and it took me a few moments to get it out of the ground. I don't know if you can see it right there. Right next to that worm, the worm is pointing at it. I think that is a cartwheel penny. See that big giant ridge on it? Maybe not though, but whatever it is, it's big. Yeah, let's extract this thing. That is a big friggin' coin. And I don't think it is a cartwheel penny. It's a, what is this? Oh, there's St. George on the, is that St. George killing the dragon? It must be. Yeah, it has to be. Bank of Upper Canada, 1 cent. Ha ha! Nice. This is turned into a good little spot. Did I do that to that? I hope not. This turned into a good little spot. Yep, that's pretty cool. You got to really work the ground here for this stuff, though. There's a lot of stones and rocks and shitloads of nails and all sorts of other crap. But I'm pretty happy with that. That's nice. There's something in this plug here. It's giving off a copper signal. So we'll get out the old carrot and move it around. I think it's in here. I know it's in here. Is this thing working? Yep. Where is it? That button. That last button was oh, there it is. Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. Do you guys know what that is? Some people get excited about these things. I keep them in a jar. It's toe tap. Nail that on the sole of your shoe at the heel to so you get the maximum amount of mileage out of your footwear. It's cool. It's not a coin or a button, but it's still a nice little artifact that tells the story of somebody now long gone. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Out walking the fields with Father Time. You can see him way over there, and I was just coming to get him to tell him that it's time, we gotta go. And I spied this nice little guy sitting right there. Look at that. What a beauty. I was starting to think I wasn't going to find anything here. Very nice. Very nice. All right, Dad. See what's inside that coin ball there. It's like a very thin copper, eh? You see anything on it?
Something on it, but I can't make it out. It's well worn, whatever it is.
Nothing?
See, there's a bit of a raise there and a raise there.
Oh, yeah. It's old. It's worn. I'll put it in my mouth and clean her off and see what it is. There's my trusty Father Time carrying the shovel around for me today, digging everything as I find it. Now this spot that we're in right now is so infested with iron that when I run the Mind Lab over top of it, there's absolutely nothing. The iron is masking everything. You see that? There's nothing. And yet I just happened to look down as I was swinging over this specific spot. Can you see that yet? Maybe if I go like that, you can see it. Do you know what that is? That is a silver American Trime. Isn't that cool? Do you want to pick it up, Dad? See it? Look at it sitting right on the surface. Isn't that something?
Yep.
And I couldn't get a signal off it because there's so much iron in the ground. So I just got a weird signal, like around 29 or something like that. I'm out in one of my favorite spots today because I'm 2 coins away from breaking 100 this year. Last year I made it to 98 and the ground froze. This year I'm at 98 already, and I've got to find 2 more before the ground freezes up. Now I just dug this thing up here. I don't know what that is. It gave off a very strange little, looks like a, what is that? Maybe it's a button. Oh, it's a cool little gilded button. Look at that. It's still got the gold on it. Oh, that's awesome. That's a nice little find. Gave a really weird signal. I thought it maybe was a piece of jewelry or something. But yeah, you can see the little shank on the back there, so groovy little button. Okay, so here we are. My brother John and I just got into the field. There's our beasts over there. And John is using the AT Gold, and it's his first time ever using it, and he just scored this. And we think that's an Indian head, don't we, Johnny?
Yes, Aboriginal head.
Aboriginal head, is it? Can you see it? Pull her out and take a look.
It's kind of...
It's a friggin' Indian head. It totally is. See, it says 1 cent.
Ah, looks like
And there's the little, yeah, clean her off, man. I usually put it in my mouth, but you might not want to do that. That's awesome. Isn't that good? That's the taste of success. You see the date on it, Johnny?
Hard to say.
Let's see. Looks like you got hit by the cultivator. If you, you know what? Take this flashlight. I have a flashlight around here somewhere. Where the hell did I put my freaking flashlight? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong pocket. And my camera is all over the place. Here we go. This is an old trick. Turn that on and shine it in from the side. You should be able to. You got to twist the head. There it is.
What side is the date on normally?
It should be on that side.
Oh God, I can't
It's
even
hard
tell.
to tell, eh? See?
Yeah, it's swiped totally. Oh, I think
it's on there.
yeah, 18 something, I think.
That's a good score. Well, we'll clean it up and take a better picture of it. Way to go, John. Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
Well, here we are in a different location, and John has made the second find of the day, which is pretty friggin' awesome because I haven't found shit, but I don't care because John needed this. Yeah, pick it up. It looks like a, hopefully it's an Indian head. What is that? Is it a button? Oh, that's old, whatever it is.
Yeah,
it's a button. Oh, it's a flap button.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. You should be able to,
What's that?
is there a back mark on it?
It looks like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you clean it off, you'll see that there's some writing in there. That's a cool little find, man. Buttons are almost as good as coins. And this spot I affectionately refer to as the button site. Oh yeah, there's a back mark on there.
Yeah.
So that would be 1820s, 1830s or something like that. Sort of tilt her that way a little bit. We'll have to get you to take some pictures of your finds and then just send them to me.
Sure.
Put them on. Hey, way to go, John.
Thank you.
You're doing really good today, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny. Well, there's John Boy, aka Barbecue Lips, and he just found himself a nice undergarments button. This is the third site we've been at today, and it finds you kind of scarce, but it really is a beautiful day to be out, and John's really enjoying it too. So that's what matters. I just got a signal here, and it's not a coin, but it is a button. You can just see it sitting there. I think it's it's an undergarment button, just like the one John found. Yeah, it is. It's cool. I like buttons. Buttons are cool. Coins are better though. Well, it's a beautiful mid-November day out here today. I'm at one of my spots, and I've actually been to a couple spots today. I haven't been having very much luck lately. I was just getting ready to leave this field, and as luck would have it, I got a really good signal in that hole there. And I know it's in here, in this clump, and we're gonna swing over it. It's, what are the numbers? It's in here. There it is right there. 17 and... What? That doesn't sound very good. 14 and 26. What? Okay, you know what? Maybe this isn't going to be such a good... Let me get my detector off and we'll go dig it in here. I could have sworn that it was like a way better signal than that. Oh well, fuck it. We're going to do it anyways. It's down in here somewhere. Some place is in here. Where is it? Come on. It's probably a fucking button. What's that? It's not a button. It's a large cent. It's Canadian. It's a Canadian large cent. What's the date on it? Let's see. 1859. They're almost always 1859. So that'll be a young Queen Victoria on there. There she is. Well, that's pretty good. I wasn't expecting. Why was this thing ringing up so weird on the detector? I don't know. Anyways, what you're looking at there, folks, is coin number 99 for 2016. Number 99. One more. Last year I got up to 98, and that was as far as I could get before the ground froze. But here we go. Number 99. Nice Canadian large cent. All right. Fingers crossed, everybody. I'm sort of taking a shortcut through the woods to get back to my truck. And this is a beautiful forest. It's full of these blue beech. Nice big ones. They're the only big trees left in the forest here. It used to be a sugar bush, but they cut down all the maple trees. And I just came across this. Look at the size of that. That's a puffball. There's another puffball there too. I mean, look at the size of that thing. Too late to harvest it, but I also was looking around and I noticed that there is a couple more. Look at that. There's another big one right there. That one would have been massive. That's one the size of somebody's head. And there's another one here. And another one there. So, even though I'm not having any luck finding any coins, I am finding, well, I just did find a good spot to go hunt for puffballs next fall. My dad loves puffballs, so I have to remember this spot. In fact, I know exactly where this is, so that's good. That's good. I still like to find one more coin though, just so I can break 100. Oh well, still got another hour or two of light left. I might be able to do that. I hope so. But this was cool to find this. I turn you off for a little while and do some eyeballing. I think I just came across the remains of the old sugar shack. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. This here was the tank for boiling it down. I'm positive that's what it was. Huge. Imagine filling that thing up with sap, eh? Yeah, this has to be the sugar shack. or the remnants of the sugar shack anyways. Yeah, and that's probably where the tank would have been. Yeah, they would have made the fire down in through here, all in through here, and then that tank would have been propped up on top of that. There's a lot of drums. Oh yeah, it's a shirt. Look at those are old pails. Oh, look at that. Oh, Dimple Dolly would like this. Look at all those pails. Holy crap. They're just sitting there. There's nothing wrong with them. Yeah, they're perfectly good. They're just tossed out here. Yeah, look at that. We were talking about maybe tapping some black walnut trees. Apparently you can tap black walnut trees for the sap. Yeah, this must have been it. This was the sugar shack. There it is. A lot of it's covered up by leaves. Looks like a chimney or something there. It's cool. It's kind of sad too. But that's it. That's what an old abandoned sugar shack looks like. This is only the second or third one I've ever encountered. There's a lot of them in the woods around here. I mean, it's quite possible that they were making maple syrup here for 100 years. I should probably go swinging around, but I think I'm gonna pick up some of these, take them home for dimps, and starting to lose the light. And I gotta figure out my way out of this forest too. I think I go that way. I hope there's no witches out here. Well, you're looking at 3 weeks worth of digging and wandering around fields, and not too bad really. Pretty good haul, I think. A little bit of everything in here. We'll maybe go through and just pick some things out. We won't go over everything, although I want to point this thing out. I don't know what it is. I found a number of these. They're all very similar. The shape of them might differ a little tiny bit. It was affixed to a piece of wood, but I don't know what it is. Does anybody know what these things are? If so, just leave me a comment down at the bottom there. Look at the wood starting to fall out of it. Interesting. Yeah, some of this stuff, I mean, this little stupid Timex I thought was a locket when I was digging it up. I got really excited, but it's just a piece of crap. There's a nice melted marble that I dug up. This would have been really fantastic if it had not been smashed by the plow. Great old Crotal bell with a maker's mark on the bottom of it. Another nice little item, it would have been anyways, is this bandsman's tunic button. It got smoked as well too. Real shame. Buttons are really, really friggin' cool, actually. I never really gave a shit about buttons before I started metal detecting. You find so many of them, and they are fascinating. They really are. There's a nice little flat button, 1820, 1830, standard color, I think it says on it. Would have been gilded, nice orangey gold. A couple of little toe taps there. These things, I've got a jar full of them. I'm finding them all the time. I keep them. I mean, they're not fascinating or anything, but it is neat to think that somebody walked probably many, many miles in these things before they fell off. Again, it's a nice little artifact, as are these buckles. This one's still got the iron tongue in it. And this one here is a big brass one. Nice one as well, too. Buttons, back to buttons. This actually is not a button. This here is I believe that this is a cufflink. It's made in England. It's got a pretty clear maker's mark on the back of it. I don't remember what the guy's name that made it. It's got the shank on it, so that's pretty wild. I wish I could tell you what that was on the front, but I can't. I don't know if it's a flower, if it's a guy holding a stick, or what it is. It begs more research, and that's what I will be doing this winter when I'm stuck inside, unable to go metal detecting because of all the goddamn snow out there. This is a Birds band from 1974. How did they put these things on birds? There's no seam anywhere. How the hell did they do that? Again, if anybody knows, just leave a comment. That's actually, Dimps found one of these once on Point Pelee, or Pelee Island. But hers was from the 40s. What else? Oh, nice little smashed up thimble here with some sort of a bucolic little phrase around the side of it there. I don't know what it says. I remember when I was younger, I could have read that. But stupid glasses and magnifying glasses are such a pain in the ass. More buttons. These two buttons here came from the same spot. This one here, I think, is like a lead or a pewter lead type of button. This thing's from the 1700s, man. That is an old button, a very old button. The shank is gone, but that is friggin' cool. It was really cool. I got to look up see if there's some sort of a good button book around that I can start doing some research from. This is a tomback button. You might say big deal, but this is from the mid to late 1700s. I think they sort of fell out of fashion around 1800. It's still got the shank on it. And tomback is an alloy of copper and brass and some other stuff. I'm not really sure. There's different recipes for it. But it always keeps that. Look at that beautiful shine. Yeah, these are great buttons. And I think this is only the second one I've ever found, actually. Here we have a weird button. It's a boy and a girl, and she's pointing at a bird in the tree, or she's pointing a gun at the bird in a tree. And the little boy is laying on the ground, holding something in his hand. It would have been a two-piece button, but the back's gone. Interesting nonetheless. I have no idea what the hell this thing would have been off of. Some kid's clothing, or I don't know. It's telling a story anyways, and that's the neat thing about some of these buttons. They tell stories if you just know how to listen. And to the coins, the things that everybody wants to find. I am up to 99 coins this year. 99 coins. Last year I found 98 coins, and I thought that was pretty good. I tried to get to 100, but the ground froze. And so here we are up to 99. This 1859 penny is actually coin number 99. And that's pretty cool. That 1859, I think that is the first year they issued them. There's Queen Victoria on there. That was pretty cool. Here's another one that I found actually earlier in the summer. It's an 1859 as well. Queen Victoria's on there, but the cultivator came along and sort of whacked her. But you can always wrap these things up in, if you have a bent coin, just wrap it up in material and then take a rubber mallet to it, flatten it out. That's what I'm going to do with that. What else do we have here? This one. This is a toasted wheat cent, and I think it's like 1919, or I think it is 1919. It's really hard to see anything on it. I don't know what the hell it was sitting in that made it do that. Picked it up out of the field, but it looks like it was sitting in somebody's stomach beforehand. It's really, really corroded. Oh, this is awesome. That is a Papineau, and it's in pretty good shape. It's a Papineau. These came in half cents and full cents, or full pennies. On this side, it says something in French, but Province de Bas Canada, the province of Lower Canada, because that's where it was. And the cool thing about this is it's got a counter stamp on it right there. It's an A or a something, or maybe it's an M. I'm not really sure. It's only the second coin I've ever found with a counter stamp on it. I don't know why people did that. I've been told that sometimes merchants would mark their coins with a counter stamp. I don't know why they did that. Maybe it appealed to their ego. but that's a sweet one. Was really happy to find that. Found that with my dad. What else we have here? 1850 Bank of Upper Canada. Now this one was Lower Canada. This one was Upper Canada. They existed at the same time. There's St. George running over the dragon. It's there's still a lot of detail left on this coin, but it's got this weird white stuff all over it, like some sort of weird corrosion or something. I saw online there's these little pens or pencils you can get to clean coins. They're specifically for cleaning coins, and I think I am going to invest in a set. I saw them on one of the episodes of the Hoover Boys, and the guy cleaned up a bunch of Indian head pennies, and it doesn't destroy the patina, but it gets all this crap out of there. And I think I am going to try and make it through the winter cleaning my coins. But that's a very nice one, as is this one here. Came from the same spot. It's a Upper Canada halfpenny, and it's holed. It's got quite the hole. Somebody really hammered that. Put a lot of effort into it. This one's in pretty good shape. I like when they have holes in them. It adds a personal touch to the story of the coin. I don't think somebody was wearing this around their neck because the hole is not centered, and also it has this big burr on it, which would have been very uncomfortable. However, they say that they would put holes in them and string them together in their pockets so that they wouldn't lose them. And I think that's the case here. Yeah, and the funny thing is that this coin and this coin and this coin and this coin here that I haven't got to yet all came from a very tiny area. In fact, I wonder if it was not some sort of a colonial pocket spill, because they were very close. The holes were right next to each other. Check this out. That's an 1859 Indian head penny, or First Nations head penny, and it's a fatty. It's the first year of issue, and as such, it's hard to see on this side. It needs to be cleaned, but this is the one and only year that they did not put the presidential crest at the top of the wreath. All other years, there's a little shield up at the very top there with a bunch of stars and stripes, and but they didn't put them on the first year. The day that we found this, my dad and I were talking about fatty Indian heads and how cool it would be to find one. And when that actually came out of the ground, it happens like that sometimes. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about Spanish silver, I think. And speaking of wishful thinking, there's this. Now, what's that, you say? It's a very, very worn coin. You can just barely see right there. Oh, you can hardly see. I know it's there, and I can hardly see it. Is the bust of George the George III. This is like a George III, I think, halfpenny or farthing or something like that. I'm not sure. There's a date on it. It's 17 something or other, but I can't make it out. It's quite worn. Now, a guy I follow on Instagram, a fellow digger, John DeRosa, had a great trick for bringing out detail on old coppers like this. Clean them first with a toothpick. Don't put them in olive oil, and don't, soak them or anything. Just clean the dirt off them as best you can to give them a light brushing, and then wad up some tin foil. That's right, just some plain old tin foil, wad it up into a little ball, and just kind of rub it nice and lightly over top of the coin, and the tin foil bits stick to the high points on the coin, and they'll bring out the detail. I did it on this one at work, but then I cleaned it off, and then I thought I would do it again to show you guys, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out from my awesome explanation. And here we have, this is coin number 97, no, 98. And I didn't even need the metal detector with this one. He was just sitting there on a spot that is completely infested in iron. I've tried all different tricks for checking the spot, and it's just, some days it's good, some days you don't find shit. But this one was just sitting right there on the surface. So, and that's pretty cool, man. That's a trime. That's there's a C, and then which stands for 100, and then there's the Roman numeral for 3 in the middle, because a trime is 3 cents, 3 out of 100. It's the smallest coin ever minted by the United States of America, and it's a really sweet little one. Very happy to find it. I didn't do that scrape on the back. That's how it was. So, anyways, there you have it, everybody. Hope you liked it. I don't know if I'm going to be doing too many more videos because winter is, sorry about my thumb there, winter is approaching. We just got a whole bunch of snow, and but I am going out tomorrow. I'm going to put on my large coil, and I'm going to go hit a few spots and see if I can't scrounge up one more coin. Last year I got to 98 coins and the ground froze, and this year I'm at 99. I mean, who cares? 99 is a lot, I know, but just to get to 100, I really like to get to 100 coins. So anyways, so we're going to be going out tomorrow. I don't know how many more videos I'll be making with the ground frozen, but to my 53 loyal followers, thank you very much. Maybe you could like this video, maybe mention it to some of your friends. I appreciate it very much. And if you have any comments, just leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, everybody.